My name's Christy Rockley, and the herd and I provide horse-guided learning experiences for individuals, groups, and businesses that are looking to reconnect to their authentic self. In my former life, I was a police officer for near 20 years. My job was the only option to me. It was my passion, it was my love, and I didn't realize at the time that it had become who I was, not what I did. And so one day I'm looking up something for work on the internet, and I trip over an animal communicator who was located in southern Colorado, and I had a gut response that made no sense to my logical thinking police brain. And best decision I ever made is I picked up the phone and I called her and I said, I need to work with you for a couple of days. I'm not sure why. And I knew nothing about horses to that point. I had a little Yorkie, Bally, with me, and she and I jumped in the Jeep. We drove over 2,500 kilometers south to Carpendale, Colorado. So we get down there and the lady takes me to a ranch where she boarded her couple horses, and she's talking about partnering and communicating and connecting with them. The ranch manager didn't really buy into what we were doing, and he was sort of a hardened cowboy type, and he sarcastically threw at me, why don't you go talk to that angry bucking horse over there and see what his problem is? And I had another gut response, and so I'm like, all right. I go over expecting to see this angry animal, and backed into the corner of this outdoor stall was this little 3-year-old quarter horse. And as I stood at his door, all I heard, felt, sensed was, nobody gets me. Nobody understands me. Nobody sees me. And I realized I was picking up on that from him, but that was the first moment I realized he was holding the mirror up to me. And I realized my job had become who I was. I knew with clarity who Constable Rockley was. I didn't have a clue who Christy the person was. And I stood in his stall, and he and I had the most incredible soul-to-soul connection that 12 years later I still can't begin to put into words. And I knew we were meant to be of service, helping people in a different way than what I had through policing, but I had no idea what that was or what that looked like at that point. So I rented a truck and trailer and went down and drove him back, and that was the start of our herd family. And then became the name of our ranch, was Spirits Whisper Ranch, because it had to be named after him. He's been the core factor to our herd. And once I realized we were going to need our own space and have our own place, that I set the intention, I'm not looking for horses, so if you're meant to be part of whatever it is we're going to be doing here to help people, then you got to find us. And every one of our herd members have their own unique story of how they came home and what their story was, and they just go straight out in the herd, and you can see that connection is already there energetically before they even physically come together. Horses are prey animals, and it's their prey consciousness that really makes them such effective and powerful teachers, guides, partners, friends to us. What we feel is what they see. Horses have no egos, no judgment, no attachment to outcomes. As long as we're being real about what we're feeling in that moment, then they want to partner with us to help us get through or deal with whatever we're needing in that moment. And they now can scientifically prove that connecting up a horse and a human, they take the human through a variety of emotional states, and the horse mirrors the human every single time. So whatever we've got going on within us, we'll see it in their behavior when we're spending time with them. And as long as we're honest with what we're feeling in the moment, there's nothing they won't partner with us for. 6 feet strong is what we call when you're present in the moment and connecting with a horse partner, because there's your 2 feet and their 4 feet. And when you're standing 6 feet strong, there's absolutely nothing that can take you off your foundation.